Hi, dear user. Remember that the purchase is possible only on the official site. Do not fall victim to scammers. At the first startup, there is often an error Midas.dll, but it is not a program error. Just need to register the library in the system. See the corresponding videos on our channel. The first thing you need to know is that there are three main options. Check POP3, IMAP, SMTP. Each protocol has its own sub-functions. For example, for IMAP, it is collecting contact lists, searching for emails by keywords, and uploading your email to inbox. For stable work of the program, it is recommended to choose only one sub-option for simultaneous work. For example, if you check IMAP, you should not enable SMTP or all IMAP sub-options at once. Choose one of them. To get started, load your base for validation. Also upload your proxy list in IP plus port format. You can upload either as a file or specify the link to upload in the config tab. Please read the FAQ carefully. Proxy list should be in IP plus port format. Check your link in your browser. The proxies on the link should open in this format. If not sure about the proxy, enable the proxy check option and also specify the check threads. Remember that the number of allowed threads depends on your tariff. Check with your proxy provider. Now a little bit about the options in this tab. Always brute host, recommended for corporate mail checks. If the program cannot find data for connection neither in public databases nor when analyzing DNS and MX records, then subdomains will be brute forced. Which ones? See the POP masks or SMTP mask section in the configuration file, ini.ini. Do not brute force IMAP if POP3 exists. If you're checking IMAP plus POP3 at the same time, leave this option enabled, since some hosts still use the old POP3 protocol. And if there is no connection data for IMAP, but for POP3 exists, there is no reason to brute force the host and slow down the program. The reboot option is to retest the woes with another thread. Increases check efficiency by 10%, but slows down the program by 2 times. If you want to speed up the program, disable this option. I recommend leaving the other options at default and not touching anything. SOCKS connection attempts. This is the number of attempts to change SOCKS in case of errors. Debug. See separate video on this option. Delete blacklisted SOCKS. Can be enabled if you have very dirty proxies. The program changes SOCKS by default if the server response has a direct answer that the proxy is blacklisted. Next, let's look at the Results Format tab, where you can specify the format of the results output, both for the checked lines in general and the information that is output additionally in the downloaded mail files. The top box is the format for displaying the results as a whole good and bad. The lower field is for the format of output for example strings for your query. For example, if you have searched for strings with the query you need inside, and you want to see the number of emails for each query inside a particular email, etc. To change the format, you must first clear the field with the Clear button, and then double-click on the corresponding macros to set the desired format. Also, if you download emails according to your request, you can output in the downloaded HTML file additional information either by letter or by email from which it was downloaded. For the rest of the options, read the FAQ. Otherwise, I could talk about it for a week. And an important point, when you press the stop button, wait until the threads go to 0. Better yet, reload the program to use it again. Good luck with your work.